Goldman Sachs has received quite a bit of criticism during this presidential campaign coming from the Democratic side, with Bernie Sanders often bringing them up as an example of the entrenched economic interests and the economic status quo that is not delivering for regular Americans. And then you have Hillary Clinton, who allegedly told them to cut it out. And so this is a lot of criticism all coming from one side. And you won't be surprised to find out that the Goldman Sachs chief doesn't like it. In fact, he thinks that the rhetoric coming from Bernie Sanders is dangerous. Let's watch.
I think he mentioned me by name. I didn't take it personally since we never met. And another kid from Brooklyn.
Right.
How about that? So look, it has the potential to be, to personalize it. It has the potential to be a dangerous moment, not just for Wall Street, not just for the people who are particularly targeted, but for anybody who's a little bit out of line.
A little bit out of line.
Yeah.
Okay, and he thinks that it could be a little bit dangerous. I personally think that this is a great moment in America, a moment that we've been waiting for since the economy fell apart. There should be more politicians running with the exact same speeches that Sanders has been running. We're going to have more from Lloyd Blankfein. Do you think that it's dangerous? Do you think that it's bad for America, bad for democracy?
You know what's out of line is when you buy all of our politicians and then rig the rules in your favor. Nobody's against capitalism here, okay? I'm a capitalist. I started my own company. I went to Wharton, okay? I understand capitalism, okay? And I'm in favor of it. Nobody's arguing against banking. Of course you need banking. Every society needs banking.
Yeah.
We're arguing against the banksters rigging the rules by legally bribing politicians so that whenever they run into trouble, they get bailed out by us, the taxpayers, or by the Federal Reserve, which endangers the whole economy. So if you say, hey, you know what, capitalism means you suffer the consequences, weed out the weak and all that, and so you should have been weeded out, Goldman Sachs. You were done for.
Yeah.
In 2008, you were in essence bankrupt. And then you came crying home to big government. Now you turn around and say, oh, government is the problem. Wait. You guys are the ones that came crying to us, and government bailed your ass out. So people say we're in favor of big government. We're not in favor of big government as progressives. We don't want big government bailing you out. We don't want big government starting big wars.
Yeah.
It depends on the kind of government you're talking about. But for you to say, oh, this is a dangerous moment. No, nobody's saying go grab a pitchfork and it's these guys are bad guys. I don't think anybody's saying Bernie Sanders is certainly not saying that.
Some of them should have gone to jail.
Okay. No, going to jail for crimes you've committed, whether they're white-collar crimes or otherwise, well, that's the law. And some of you clearly committed fraud, and you should have. But to me, I know where they're coming from. I know a lot of people that work there, right? And I don't mean just Goldman Sachs. I mean all on Wall Street. To them, they're like, well, I don't get it, man. I'm playing by the rules. No. You rigged the rules.
Yeah.
And then you play by the rules that you rigged. So you're like, what? I mean, I gave millions of dollars to politicians, and then they gave me billions of dollars back. For example, I get to get interest rates for me at nearly 0%, and then I charge you whatever I like. I'm playing by the rules.
I play by the crazy rules that I have set up, and they are awesome.
Yeah, no, those are the rules that need to be changed. Those are the ones that have created a dangerous situation for our economy in 2008. It's dangerous to our economy today, and it's not just a general economy. Look, 8 million people lost their jobs. So that was pretty dangerous to those 8 million people.
Yeah.
Where nobody's in favor of doing anything physical to anyone. We just want to set the right rules. And if you're crying about that, you're crying about it because you love the rigged rules.
Yeah.
And if you don't like somebody who says, no, I'm going to bring justice back, well, I guess that's a sad day for you.
Yeah. Well, in this next clip, you're going to see the representative of Goldman Sachs and representatives of the mainstream media combining to, in an extremely patronizing fashion, talk about socialism and why it's in vogue amongst those ignorant young voters supporting Bernie Sanders.
Do you think that Wall Street or the business community should be worried about Bernie Sanders? Or is? I mean, when you see the comments, I'm just curious what the reactions. I assume you're backing Hillary Clinton?
Yes, you're assuming it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone told you over in Davos not to assume that.
Not to assume.
I don't want to help or hurt anybody by giving them an endorsement.
Exactly.
In this environment.
I would phrase it different. I mean, the young people in this country are supporting a socialist. So suddenly, socialism, we forgot that socialism doesn't work. I'm ready to fire all the academics at all the universities or send my daughter to Brigham Young or Liberty or something. I don't know.
It's probably a reflection of these people growing up after the financial
I'll tell you, you know what the best...
I don't know what it's a reflection of, but socialism doesn't work real well, and people's lives aren't really improved by it.
I love that I don't think that she was making the case that after living through the Great Recession, maybe it should cause you to question a little bit of the conventional wisdom for how banks should be set up, the relationship between banks and the government. She accidentally sort of, I think, made that point. And then he just brushed it off. Oh yeah, socialism doesn't work. You were just reminded of the insane failure of our banking system that not only, as you just pointed out, cost 8 million jobs domestically, but also had ripples that did damage throughout the rest of the world. Socialism didn't work because I base all of my modern day political decisions on memories I have from when I was much, much younger.
Yeah, so crony capitalism didn't work. That's why we had the Great Recession. So it wasn't socialism that brought us the gigantic, world-changing 2008 crash. It was Goldman Sachs and their version of crony capitalism. So we know that doesn't work. That's a fact. Now he says, socialism doesn't work, as if he thinks, well, I don't have to state why. I'm only on TV.
He's on CNBC.
Yeah, what do you want, facts? No, I don't want you to get any facts. That's why I just said I'd like to fire all the professors.
Yeah.
God forbid you should actually get educated. You might find out socialism does work. Now, so I told you a little while ago I'm a capitalist. These words are nearly meaningless, right? What is socialism? So there's socialism in Europe. And capitalism and socialism, in reality, are not that far apart. In fact, I would argue that they're indistinguishable. Why? Okay, because they both agree that government should do some things and private industry should do others. Communism says, no, there should be no private industry, the government should do everything. I guess extreme libertarianism says the government should do almost nothing, right?
Yeah, we've never experienced that.
Everything else is in the middle. So, for example, in capitalism in America, as we know it, Nike makes shoes, the government doesn't, right? Guess what? In socialist Europe, Nike makes shoes, the government doesn't. So the only disagreement is on, hey, should we have health care where insurance is government run or privately run? Wow, socialism! Everybody run for the hills. Now, if that's what you mean by socialism, what they do in Europe, then it most definitely works. Their healthcare system ranks in every metric better than ours. You know what that means? They live longer. They live healthier lives. That's pretty freaking important.
They're generally happier.
and
He literally said it doesn't make them happier. Well, you must not be looking at the polls like the WVS.
Because they don't care about the polls. These guys are hacks. CNBC, in a lot of ways, is even more conservative than Fox News Channel because they are the representatives of multinational corporations. So they love the establishment, they want to protect it, and they are the propaganda arm of corporate America. Yeah. So of course they're going to have Goldman Sachs on and play patty cakes. Socialism doesn't work. Don't worry about facts. Fire all the professors. Oh my God, everybody. Make sure, no, not Bernie Sanders. Not Bernie Sanders. But that leads me to my final point, which is, isn't it interesting that all of a sudden we're having segments on CNBC who earlier had done this to Bernie Sanders and not given him any coverage, asking if they're afraid of Bernie Sanders?
First they ignore you, then they massively misstate your positions and try to fearmonger based on them.
And by the way, the end of that is, then they lose. So I came to a conclusion reading all the articles from today. I don't know why it was today rather than any other day. But I'm not saying Bernie Sanders is going to win this election. If this might be the last election for the establishment. But if it isn't, it is definitely second to last.
Yeah.
The next election, these guys, they might not win this one. But the next one, there's no way they're going to win because the anger is brewing and brewing and brewing. And these guys, ironically, in their ivory tower over there in their studio in New York, yucking it up. Oh, isn't crony capitalism awesome? Oh, but socialism, boo. You know that in Iowa, Democratic voters prefer socialism to capitalism, right?
Yeah.
So, like
48-33, I think.
The tide has turned. You know what they're like? They're like the guys sitting on the beach before a tsunami. And they're like, oh, look at that. The water is going the opposite direction. It's going away from us. Everything's fine.
Oh, cool. More beach.
Right. Well, and there's this giant wave right over their head.
Yeah.
And one day they're going to look and go, I think they're wrong. And then it's going to crash on their heads.